Does a camera with more megapixels always mean better photos? This is a common question that often leads to a widespread misconception. The belief that more megapixels automatically equate to higher image quality. But let's set the record straight. Megapixels are a measure of image size, not necessarily quality. It's a bit like assuming a bigger canvas will automatically result in a better painting. It's not about the size, it's about the artist, or in this case, the camera's other components. Consider factors such as the sensor size. A bigger sensor can capture more light, leading to better photos, especially in low light conditions. Then there's the lens quality. A sharper lens can capture more detail. And don't forget about image processing, the camera's ability to turn raw data into a pleasing image. These elements influence image quality far more than the sheer number of megapixels. So, more megapixels don't necessarily mean better photos. Should you really let your phone's battery drain completely before charging it again? Now, that's a question that has been floating around for quite a while. It's a myth, a technological folklore if you will, that has its roots in the era of nickel-cadmium batteries. These antiquated power sources were susceptible to the infamous memory effect, which could reduce their capacity if they weren't fully discharged before recharging. But fast forward to today, our modern smartphones are powered by lithium-ion batteries, a significant upgrade that doesn't suffer from this memory effect. Here's the twist though. Deep discharges, that is letting your battery level drop to zero, can actually harm these lithium-ion batteries over time. It's like running a marathon. You don't exhaust yourself completely before taking a break, do you? The same logic applies to your phone's battery. So the next time you see your battery level dipping, don't hesitate to plug it in. So no need to wait for your battery to hit zero before plugging it in. Does private browsing or incognito mode make you invisible on the internet? Ah, the allure of the secret agent lifestyle. Unfortunately, it's a common misconception that private browsing offers complete privacy. Let's break it down. When you switch to private browsing or incognito mode, your browser stops storing your search history, cookies, and form data on your computer. It's like you're a ghost, right? Not quite. What it doesn't do is hide your activity from the rest of the world. Your internet service provider, or ISP for short, can still see which websites you've been visiting. So can your employer if you're using a work device. And let's not forget the websites themselves. They can track your visits, even if you're in incognito mode. So while private browsing is great for keeping your search history clean, it's not a magic invisibility cloak. Remember, private browsing isn't as private as you might think. Are Macs really immune to viruses and malware? This is a question that has been floating around in the tech world for quite some time. It's a popular belief that Macs are untouchable, a fortress against the onslaught of digital threats. However, this is more myth than fact. The reality is, while Macs are often less targeted due to their smaller user base, they are not impervious to viruses or malware. Experts suggest that the perceived immunity of Macs may stem from the fact that they are less frequently targeted compared to their PC counterparts. Yet in recent years, we've seen high-profile cases of Mac-targeted malware, like the infamous Fruit Fly and Flashback, which infected thousands of Macs worldwide. These incidents underline the fact that no system is completely safe. So even Mac users need to stay vigilant about security. A strong defense is a well-informed user. Don't let the myth of Mac immunity lull you into a false sense of security. Does charging your phone overnight damage the battery? Now that's a question that has sparked countless debates and even caused a few sleepless nights for some tech enthusiasts. The common belief is that leaving your phone plugged in for an extended period could potentially harm its battery life. But is there any truth to this? Well, let's break it down. Modern smartphones are equipped with advanced technology that's smarter than you might think. When your phone's battery reaches 100%, it automatically stops charging. This prevents any potential damage that could be caused by overcharging. So, while your phone may be connected to the charger all night, it's not actually charging for the entire duration. This intelligent design feature ensures that your phone's battery life is preserved and protected, regardless of how long it's left on the charger. So you can sleep easy, knowing that your phone is safe and sound. Rest assured, charging your phone overnight won't damage the battery. Scene script. Let's recap the tech myths we've busted today. First up, we tackled the myth of more megapixels. Despite the common belief, more megapixels don't automatically mean better image quality. The size and quality of the image sensor, the lens, and the image processing software all play significant roles in determining the quality of your photos. So, the next time you find yourself lured by the promise of more megapixels, remember, it's not just about the numbers. Next, we debunked the myth of full battery drains. Many of us have been led to believe that we should let our gadgets' batteries run down completely before recharging them. As it turns out, this practice can be more harmful than helpful, especially for lithium-ion batteries. These batteries thrive on partial discharges, and complete discharges can shorten their lifespan. Then, we exposed the myth of private browsing. Despite what many internet users believe, private browsing modes don't offer complete privacy. Your internet service provider, employer, or the sites you visit can still track your activity. So the next time you go incognito, remember that it's not a cloak of invisibility. Our fourth myth-busting journey took us into the world of Mac immunity. We uncovered that, contrary to popular belief, Macs are not immune to viruses or malware. They may be less targeted than PCs, but they're not invincible. So, Mac users, don't let your guard down. Lastly, we dispelled the myth of overnight charging. Leaving your phone plugged in overnight won't overcharge your battery or cause it to explode. Most modern smartphones are smart enough to stop charging when the battery is full. However, it's still a good idea to avoid long periods of charging once the battery is full to maintain its health. In this tech-savvy world, understanding the truth behind these common misconceptions is essential. It helps us use our devices more efficiently and keeps us safe from potential risks. Remember, when it comes to technology, it's crucial to separate fact from fiction.